Hey G Squad, welcome back to sort of Is It Worth It? So today's episode we got this cool thing here, and pretty much what these are some charging stations. You can see right here I do have the one from the brand called Anker that I've been using for a while now, and I love this one because it's so compact and so portable to bring along when you're traveling. And right here we do have the other one from the UGreen brand. When you guys look at this one, it's definitely a little bit more bulkier, but when you guys do use this one, it's supposed to provide a lot more power, especially for the AC option. So if you guys do take a look at this one first, this one it does have the built-in cable with a 3-prong for you guys to plug it in to actually activate it. Top bar right here we do have a 2-plug option. Bottom bar right here we do have 2 of the 3-prong option. And the power that's on here, they mention how it does provide guys 1875 watts for the max power on here. And then right here in the front they do have 3 USB-C option and 1 USB. It's supposed to provide you guys around 100 watts of power if you guys want to use it to recharge like a laptop or something. And then right here we do have the button for the press to turn it on and turn it off, which is really convenient. Bottom part right here, they do have the non-slip material to prevent it from moving around when you guys do use it. And that's pretty much everything for this one. But for this one here, if you can see how they do provide guys 2 AC option with 3-prong. And the way how they design it, it does have the option to hide it. And when you guys do plug something on here, for example, if I do use this power bank right here, once you guys plug it in, you can see how it does come out, which is pretty cool. And once you guys unplug it, it goes back in. So it's a very cool design you can see. Top part right here is where it's plugging cable, and this is the cable that's included for you guys to plug in. So it's separated so that way you guys don't have to worry about a built-in cable. It makes it a lot easier for you to bring along when you're traveling, which is pretty cool. And I do want to mention for both of these products, for this one and also the UGreen one, it does have the GaN technology to give you guys a fast charging speed at a safe speed, and also it allows the product to be smaller than your typical charging station. In the front part right here, we do have the brand name, and there should be a light that turns on when you guys do plug it in to actually activate it. On the side right here, we do have the button for you guys to turn on and turn off the light. Bottom part right here, we do have 2 USB-C option and 2 USB option for you to use. For this one, when you guys do plug it in, it's supposed to also provide you guys 100 watts of power when you guys do plug it in. So we'll test all that out in a second. And then for the back part right here, they do have the non-slip material to prevent it from moving around when you guys do use it. The one thing that I do want to mention about the AC option is the fact that when you guys use this one, they mentioned the max power on here is 1250 watts. So it's a lot less compared to what you guys get on here, which is 1875 watts that I mentioned on here. But in terms of the size of both of them, and see there's a huge difference for both of them. This one is so much more bulkier, and this is so much thinner and much more lightweight. But in terms of what you guys do get, it's supposed to provide you guys a lot of power. So let's give it a try. So what I'm gonna do right now is to plug in one of my cable onto the actual UGreen one first to test out 2 laptops at the same time. But we're gonna try one of them first to show you guys how much power it does provide one at a time. So I'm gonna use this tester here, and we'll plug it in here because it does tell you guys what you guys can use for each one of them. You can see. So laptop here, and this is for the other device like your smartphone, etc. So if I do plug it in, let me get my laptop to plug it in. So right here I do have my MacBook Pro 16-inch. If you guys do plug in cable, other side will plug into a charging station. So if I do plug it in, once you guys do plug it in, you can see how it does probably got a lot of power. You can see how the number is slowly going up. So right now it's around 91 watts when you guys do plug it in. So it does get very close to that 100 watts when you guys do use it. But what I'm doing right now is plug in another cable on here and see what happens when you guys do plug in more than one at a time. So what I'm going to do is to plug in the other MacBook Air that I have. So right here, if you guys do plug in cable, and other side will plug it in. Once you guys do plug it in, you can see how it does reset. And when you guys do split the charge on here, you can see how the number went down a little bit. So now it's providing around 63 watts when you guys do use it. So it's still providing you guys a lot of power, but split between both of these when you guys do use it. And I do want to mention when you guys do use the AC option at the same time, it does not get affected. The AC option is separate, but that's pretty much how much power it does provide when you guys use it on here. Now I'm going to show you the Anker one. So let's unplug it. And now let's try the other one. Alright, so we got all plugged in. You can see how there's the light right here. If you guys do press the button, it turns off. Press it again, it turns on. But if you guys do plug in cable, we're gonna try the MacBook Pro first. So once you guys plug it in, you can see how the number's going up. So the number is slowly going up and down, you can see. Right now it's maintained around 88 watts. Let me try to run something on the laptop and see if it makes a difference when we do use it. I'm just gonna run something in the background while we wait. Alright, so now I'm running some stuff in the background. If you guys re-unplug it and plug it back in, the power on here is about the same. It's showing around 88 watts. So it looks like this one does not provide as much power as the other one when you guys do test out. But I'm actually trying to plug in one more thing at the same time and see what happens. So I'm going to plug in the other cable from my other MacBook. And probably cannot plug in both at the same time with using this option. So I'll unplug it and re-plug it back in. And both of them does work, but there's no way for me to show you guys how much power it does provide on here. So it's gonna be really hard for me to show you guys a side-by-side comparison for this one. But you can see when you guys do test it out, it does provide a lot of power for the 88 watts, but not as much as the other one for the UGreen one, which provides you guys 91 watts. So keep that in mind when you guys do use the product. So you can see how when we do compare both of the product, you can definitely see how the UGreen one charges a little bit faster or a little bit more power when you guys use it, because it does provide you guys 91 watts. With the Anker one, it does provide 88 watts, so a little bit less. But maybe as you guys are charging the product, it'll probably go a little bit higher. But just from looking at the test and see the difference on there. And obviously, in order for you to get the fastest charging speed on here, your percentage on your device need to be pretty low. Pretty much the lower it is, the faster it can charge. But once it reaches like 80% or anything higher than that, it does slow down the charge. So keep that in mind as well. But that is pretty much everything that's on the product. Now that we show you guys how both of them works and what's actually included when you guys do use it, now to answer the question of whether or not it's worth or not. So for both of these products, they are pretty cool for what you guys do get, because it does have like the GaN technology, the AC option, the USB-C option, and they do provide you guys everything else that's needed, which is pretty cool. And obviously for both of these products, you can feel free to use one device or two devices or plug in as much as you guys want on here. This one allows you guys to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plugs at the same time if you guys want to. And then for this one, there's 6. And like I mentioned, for the AC option for this one, it gives you guys a lot more power. So it is 1875 watts, and this one here is 1250. So when you guys compare both of these right here, if you guys want the most power in terms of what you guys do get, then this is probably the better option to go for. But if you guys want something that's the most compact option, then this is probably even better for you to go for, because it's so slim and so thin compared to this one here, a little bit more bulky for you to carry around. If you guys want my honest opinion in terms of which one I do prefer, for me, I like this a lot more, so I'll probably use it at home. But when I'm traveling, I'll probably like this one a lot more. So I would have to say that this one's a lot more worth it if you guys were someone who travel a lot, because it's just so compact and so portable and probably got almost as strong power as what you guys get on the UGreen one. So regardless of which one I pick, you guys can't really go wrong with either one of these. Both of them does provide a lot of power, but this one provides a little bit more. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or haven't one of these, obviously don't buy one and save it on something else actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it'll definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys, so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.